everyone! So I am doing the Unit 2 vlog right now. So this unit was pretty much based around the concept of informal versus formal learning practices within the classroom. So the first article that I read was The Music, Informal Learning in School, which was how to turn informal music practice into formal learning practices within the class. A lot of teachers have problems with informal learning practices because they don't want to give up control within the classroom. And I think it's difficult sometimes. We need to find a balance between having control over our students 100% of the time, which we never need, and just giving everything up to them. So we need to have structured activities because informal practices do need to be structured. We need to provide time for them to explore themselves personally in more of a solitary learning environment, and peer-directed learning, where students are working with one another and a student or a teacher takes a step back and kind of just watches that group. I think that kind of teaching allows teachers to really see what's going on with the students. It's more informal, obviously. They might be more willing to open up to their peers versus the entire class or to the teacher. You can kind of see where a student's strengths and weaknesses are and address them accordingly if needed. I really liked how the article said that notation plays no part, because I think it's important to focus on notation later on. It's not needed right away. It just confuses students, especially if they don't have a musical background. So why incorporate it right away? Let's see here. The Unit 2 PowerPoint makes it clear that formal learning is an activity that's sequenced beforehand, and informal is when students or participants guide the learning and the sequencing. So informal, you really just give an overall structure of the assignment, and students are going to create and improvise based on that initial assignment. You're not categorizing everything beforehand that you want them to do. The activity that I found on the, what is it called, the One Music site, was the clapping community. I thought that was really beneficial for my class, which is the Explorations in Music for 9th graders, because those 9th graders don't have any musical background. If so, it's a year of concert band or trumpet or something like that, but they don't really remember it. So it's important to kind of get everybody up, feeling a steady beat by just tapping or patting their leg and then going around the room clapping. So I would still be modeling initially, and then students would be following along, echoing my clap. And then as time goes on, we would start to pass the clapping around in duple meter to begin with. And then break off into groups, or a student says or provides a measure and we all mimic his measure. So it provides time for some improvisation, and students are kind of in just a calm, comfortable environment where there's not being really assessed formally. It's more of an informal assessment to kind of see how they're grasping the concepts of rhythm and time. So I'm looking forward to hopefully putting that in my unit assignment that's coming up. I plan to see you for Unit 3. Thanks!